want to.
I'm sorry, I don't have a six pack.
I want to implement a new thing.
You can rub this belly if you want.
I'm going to implement a new thing for the show. It is called the pause button, and this is when the director or the host, I'm sorry, myself, I say pause button. That means everyone has to stop immediately, and someone is going to get called out for inactivity. So pause button. My boy Roman, what is your opinion on it? Let's go.
Let me tell y'all something.
And before we continue, if you do not abide by these rules, you will have a 2-minute penalty box. Tonka, please
what I do?
Don't get put in the box, brother. Let him say his thing. Because you talking right now.
I'm trying to help my man now, dog. We out here.
What are we talking about?
Come back.
Let me say this. If we going on a date,
Oh yeah.
and you got a friend,
Ooh,
and you're trying to keep up with this friend,
with the Joneses? We talking about the
don't hype that
Joneses?
person up, because I'm that type where I'll find out soon, real quick.
Yeah.
If you talking about he rich,
He got money.
we gonna find out real quick.
We gonna learn
So-
today.
That's a good point right
So
there.
just be yourself. Come as you are. That's
So
how
are
I
you saying
feel.
that sharks smell blood in the water?
Smell it.
I'll tell you right now.
Smell
Look,
it.
Smell it.
All
see,
way.
women hide more of that kind of stuff, like the beauty stuff.
Yes.
Men hide
Well,
the financial
The financial
situation
men do. Yes.
that you at.
Yes.
That's mostly what
I'm
I'm
trying
relying
to
on.
put
Hey,
yourself
hey,
in a
Because
let's break it
women-
down. Be real.
Yes.
Because
Be
women
real.
want
For
love.
real. Speak on.
Women want love, men want respect.
Yup.
Tenfold.
Yup.
Shit.
Down. Oh.
That
Oh.
is. Men want respect. They
but
want to
like
be
you
head
said-
of the house. I'm top dog, big dick swinging. Women want love. That is how it is. So of course we're going to go for beauty. Men are going to go for status.
Yep.
Status is right.
Yeah.
Status makes right exactly. That's
Makes the
Because
man, big dick
men,
swinging.
You're right.
they sit up in here, and even if they ugly supposedly or whatever,
They can
if
buy
they
you
got
money.
money, if they can sit up in here with money, guess what?
I look.
Hey, let me throw you 1,000, girl. You gonna come over here and like me whether you want to or not?
I always go
'Cause
back to
I got
this.
money. You know what I mean?
Always go back to this.
Yeah.
You know how many ugly ass rappers there is?
Yes.
So think about it.
There is
If
no
they were at a
reason.
gas station, do you think they gonna get that love?
Hell
No one is
no.
looking for Lil Wayne.
Hell no. Hey,
I'm just saying, but their
Flavor Flav
status,
is
but
funny,
their status
but how
though,
many?
overlooks their looks. It
That's
doesn't matter. So a man's status, you don't matter what you look
Because
like.
It don't
women
matter.
look
matter.
like
It
women,
don't
a lot
matter.
of women look for stability. Absolutely. So
yeah.
that's what runs the
And they be like, yo.
like in the lion domain. That's the top head. That's the head. He's got all the women. He's got all the power, and that's what men go
Regardless of what he looks like.
Absolutely.
Regardless.
Because the
of the
woman gets
status,
behind him
yep.
and goes, he's got it. Which is why a lot of women, if you're in a low-income house and your man cheats, they'll leave. If your man is a
Section 8?
multi-millionaire,
You ain't
you'll
leaving.
stay.
You
Exactly.
gonna line up
Unfortunately.
You ain't going nowhere. What you think? You might be
You gonna
mad.
play your role, right?
mad.
Because guess
Because-
what? The benefits outweigh the negatives.
Yes, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, see?
Women aren't dumb. We're survivalists.
See?
Right.
We're survivalists.
And see,
No,
and it's a
man,
man's
that's-
job to freaking see. That's what we
Yes.
lie about two different things.
That's
It's like
what I'm
insecurities
saying.
are two different
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
Well, what
Two
we're
different
insecure about are night and day different, you know.
That
Absolutely.
is true.
I
That
mean,
is true.
women are insecure about their man not being attracted. Like, I'm pregnant, so if I sometimes go through, oh, is my husband still attracted to me? My body's completely changing. Whereas men are more insecure about, oh my God, I got to make sure I provide. I've got multiple mouths to feed. Like, if she
Even on
thinks
a-
I'm not doing my
It's even on
job.
a simple level though, for a
Showing
real
up.
man. That's like I'm going on a date tonight. I got $20 in my pocket.
Yeah.
Let's break it down real. Like let's get down to the nitty gritty here.
Yeah.
If you only got $20 in your pocket, going on a date, you probably shouldn't
not
do
be on a
that.
date.
First
Should
of all,
not do it at all.
yeah, the wrong day. It's the wrong time for that.
Bro,
You know what I'm saying?
now's
But
not the time.
if that's all you got to work with, you got to be creative with that. And if she's cool with that, maybe that might be, you know what I mean,
That
something you
might
can work
work.
with. Everybody's different.
But don't expect it to actually work, though.
Yeah, that
in
too.
this day and age,
That too.
okay? Just in this day and age, it's like, if you don't have it, stop trying to put it out there like you do, because you're going to get caught up. And somebody going to call you on it, okay?
Yes, sir.
Somebody
We
going
know who that
We
is.
know.
Well, let's be
We
honest,
know.
relationships are transactional.
Yeah.
We'd like to say that they're not.
Oh,
but-
It is a
But
transaction.
of course
It's a
He's
business
coming at
meeting,
you.
actually.
It's
It's kind
a
of
business.
business. It kind of is business.
Of course
It really
it
is.
Honestly,
It really is.
Because think about it.
It really is.
And in terms of a relationship or a marriage, the man's working, and I'm not saying the woman's not working, but her job is to provide the comfort for the home. His job is to provide the stability. It's all transactional.
Yep.
So there's always has to be a give and take.
And
See, the
on
give
that
and take,
note right
not
there,
just take,
a lot of us
though.
ain't getting taught how to do that by
Ooh.
itself.
Ooh.
That the,
Yeah.
the foundation of what it should be.
Well, you can't be a wife if you don't know how to be a wife, and you can't be a husband if you've never seen one.
That's
Honestly.
true. That is
Yes.
damn. That's for real though. I mean,
You can't
know
give
what I
what
mean?
you don't have.
You can't
know?
sit up in here and watch Cardi B and watch, Meg Thee Stallion and be like, I get this and I get that. And yeah, they got money, okay?
Because they already have
But-
status already.
Thank you.
They
Well,
You
do
don't
that.
get that kind of money. So shut the fuck up, sit down, and mind your motherfucking business.
Well, and I
okay?
think for women too, honestly, and I know a lot of women get mad at me, but I have the mentality: if you can't do it for yourself, why would you expect him to do it for you?
Oh,
I'm sorry, but
oh,
if I can't
see,
pick up
knowledge.
the shoes for myself,
Y'all
how am I
listening?
really gonna get out here and be like, well, that's your job? First of all, Miss Ma'am, go do it. You are a whole ass woman. Get it done.
But
And
You a
then
bad
bring
bitch,
it to the
right? You a
table.
bad
But they
bitch.
get
and I
taught
do
that
this
they
for
looks to
myself.
give them everything.
Well,
That's a
looks
problem.
fade.
That's a
Yeah.
problem.
Looks fade.
And
See?
coochie is easy to come by
We
nowadays.
can get it
so
somewhat.
men need something more than just pretty looks and tight vagina. I'm
Damn.
not trying to be an ass, but you gotta bring something else to the
Damn.
table that other women don't show up with.
Speak on it. Speak.
That's
see?
if you want the benefits behind
That's
that.
if you want a husband.
That's it.
Thank you.
If you
Oh,
want, if you want a little side piece,
If
drop
you-
it like it's hot.
See,
sis.
see, drop it like see.
And even
We
they get
support
benefits,
y'all on
though.
every
They
lifestyle.
get benefits
Of
y'all
course
that.
they do.
They get
We
benefits,
ain't
yeah.
getting coochie without them shoes. We ain't wasting time. It's
It's a
transactional.
business transaction.
Transactional.
See.
I don't want a headache. I want some coochie.
Thank you.
Yes.
Check
Thank
what?
you.
So what? I'm gonna have to.
Yes.
Hey,
You're
I'ma
gonna have to
throw
drop
this
a little
over here.
extra,
Right, yeah.
and then I'm gonna make your
And
life
then you gonna
comfortable.
make it.
That's
Yep,
it.
that's
You
it.
want a home cooked meal, Big
That's-
Daddy?
Does
Don't
it
work.
make you
That
right?
go to
Not.
work? No, it don't.
It
don't.
is what it
You know
is.
what I mean?
But that is just how our generation
And
is.
it's how you live.
Very,
And that's
it's
how-
very much how our
it's
generation.
what
Our
you want
generation's
to.
not 1950s.
No.
I mean, it's
No, yeah.
we're moving and everything is what
Everybody's
we
seeing everybody else.
Yes.
That's what's happening.
And so
Yes.
the best way, I guess, to end this part of this topic is that if you have insecurities, is to be honest, not only just with yourself, but with who you're with and what you choose to be with.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right.
And if you hide that insecurity, just know
It's
the
gonna
person
come back
probably
to
already
bite.
knows about it.
Yeah.
And most of the time, people
Well,
don't really
you know
care
what I mean?
about the insecurities you have. Most people are so worried about themselves, they don't give two shits
Thank
if
you.
you got a little cracked tooth or you
When
got
you
a
look at it
little
from outside the box,
saggy
inside,
titty.
right? That person's insecurities is not what you're thinking about.
No,
No.
don't give two
No.
shits.
At all.
Because if anything, if you trying to be with that person, you're trying to cover over those insecurities for them.
Or
you're
you
trying
think they're
to,
cute.
Yeah,
Shit
you're
that
like,
people
I
hate,
like
you're
that
I like
about
that
you.
about- yes.
You're like, why are you tripping when I like that about you? And like, if anything, here, let me help you cover over that and let me help you get over it,
And
so you
ladies-
can be feel better about yourself. You
And
know
ladies,
what I mean?
that
like
brings
that's.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, my bad.
I was saying, and ladies, that brings a good connection. Because if they fall in love with your looks, trust me, that's
You better keep them looks when you're pregnant. You better keep
That-
them looks when you're
Well,
40 because
that's
there's going to be a
temporary.
20-year-old that's going to
That's
have to your looks.
temporary.
It is temporary.
Do
That
not look
is.
for a man
Because as you get older, it
'Cause you will.
goes, you know what I mean? But if they like
You ain't
you,
getting no
fuck
younger.
with it. Yeah,
Nobody
you ain't getting no
is.
younger.
Don't say that right now.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna hit a break and we're gonna come back with our next topic.
Yeah, Bill.
I know this is gold, right? So make sure you guys are liking, you guys are commenting, and subscribe to the channel, and share
Yes,
with
indeed.
anyone that you know needs this information.
Yes,
This is why the
indeed.
show was created.
We gonna get it.
I
I
wanna.
gotta get the wife to the house.
Originally, the subject was why women don't date nice men, but I feel like that would be a. I feel like that would be a whole episode because we
yeah.
break it down too much.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna switch up the game
Why women
which I will
mean to
do
nice men?
often throughout the years to
That's a
come.
whole nother episode by itself.
And what we're gonna talk about is I'm trying to figure out how to say this without it's gonna be weird.
Why? Just blurt it out, dog. Just that you know what I mean? We out here being real.
Necessary boundaries when it comes to your thought process of the opposite sex.
So limitations on what to expect from the other person.
No, not limitations. When I say boundaries, I mean, what are you willing to give to someone else without it being hurtful to you?
Okay.
In a relationship?
In a
Yeah,
relationship,
in a
or
relationship.
like in the talking stage.
No,
or
I'm
what
talking.
you mean?
This is an in a relationship question.
Commitment type thing.
Now
Yes.
that's them. I haven't been in like a consistent relationship, so I cannot.
But you can speak on what you were willing to give in the relationships you were in at the time.
So
you
you're
got a
right.
point, you
You're
got a
right.
point.
You see why she's a part of the show? Because I didn't have to
You're
remind
right,
you. I was about to
you're right.
remind you
You're
like
right.
last time.
Everybody
Do I need
has
to play?
something to
Do I need to
say.
go back in the archives and play the clip?
No, you're right. You're right. You're right.
I'll play the clip.
All right. Go ahead. Go ahead.
All right, so that's what I'm saying. Like as far as boundaries go, because 99% of the time I'm gonna relate this to my past because I
Okay.
was at one point the guy who got walked all on over. I
Yep.
was the guy who gave the attention and I.
You
I
did
mean,
everything. It was like one-sided.
Yeah.
One-sided.
I mean, for
That's
Christ's
not-
sake, I was talking to a woman for 7 months, and then she ended up getting married to a dude with the same first name as me.
Damn. I feel you. That happened to me a long time ago.
And
like,
so my question is to people: what are you willing to give without sacrificing any of yourself? Because as I am getting older, I understand sacrifices are only supposed to be made when both parties are in agreement. It's not a you sacrifice for me and I don't.
To a certain degree,
reciprocate,
yep.
You know, because if you're willing to sacrifice,
then cool. I'm willing to do the same.
then there should be a moment I should be willing to do the same thing. And that's where my experiences, that's where it becomes like really choppy
Right.
because I've never had that experience.
Well, see,
It
the
depends
thing,
on what's a sacrifice to you too, though.
that is
Like,
true.
seriously, your sacrifice might not be my sacrifice.
Well, I mean,
I
it could
mean-
be as simple as just time.
Okay.
Sacrificing going, alright, so let me give you an example. A couple years ago, I was dating a young lady, and she would always want to meet up on the weekends because, you know, we had work and stuff like that.
Okay.
And I would play football on Sunday mornings.
Okay.
Now, for me, it was natural me to think, okay, if that's the deal, maybe every other Sunday I sacrifice playing with the boys with spending time with her.
Hell no.
That's a big sacrifice.
You already messed up.
Exactly,
I mean,
exactly. And then when
That's right.
after the relationship, I came to figure out like I did all these moves to be with her and show her, and she
did
didn't
nothing
do
for your side.
Nothing.
No.
That's where resentment comes in.
That's where you messed up, because the fact is that you already have your situation going on. You are willing to sacrifice your side to a certain degree for her. There has to be some reciprocation of that. If I'm willing to do this for you, what are you willing to sacrifice for me? Because, like, you know I like to do this. You know it's what makes me happy. You know it's what I enjoy. Now, I'm still willing to give this up for you, but what are you willing to give up for me that you enjoy and that you are able to, you know what I mean?
Very
But
rarely.
if you don't get that you see what I'm saying?
Look,
Because
very-
you have to have that give and take.
Very rarely is it every 50-50.
No, you're
Off
right.
the top,
No,
let me
you're
just
right.
go here. Look,
Yes, you're right.
That
That's
don't
true.
really
That's true.
happen
And
often.
and as
It
men,
don't.
we actually have to give more.
So let me throw a little monkey wrench in it.
No.
And Mac, I want you to spearhead this, and
Get
then I
me.
want Roland to go, and
Get
then
me.
I want
Get me.
Yeah,
I want
that's
Sierra to
it.
chop
That's
it
it.
down from the female side. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're saying like you were saying like I was sacrificing,
Something that you like to do,
right?
something that you enjoyed,
Correct.
that made you happy.
Right.
Okay?
And I was expecting her to do the same thing. And so when we got into an argument late in the career or in the relationship right before it ended, she threw that back in my face. Because you were always sacrificing, you expected me to sacrifice. And why do I need to be expected?
That now she does have a point there.
Well, I have a question. Why
She
are you guys
does.
only talking based off conditional love? Because that's all we're discussing right now is conditional.
Oh, you're right.
I'm sorry,
You're
but
right.
we're really. Are we
Because you're
talking-
expecting something in return.
But
That's
you're,
what-
but you're doing the same thing
You're
because
right.
you're saying
I was
if
one-
I'm sacrificing this, this, and this, then I have conditions for you to sacrifice this, 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 and this. So this is all based off of conditions. So where does any of the relationship come in? Because there are a lot of times when I don't get